Why is nobody saying that Dubai is one of the safest places in the world? Like, this place is safe. I don't know why people talk about Dubai and say, oh, it's not safe. Dubai is safer than whichever country you are in right now. So it's actually 2024 and probably you're interested in going to Dubai, but you just do not know how to go about it. Your budget is tight. You don't know if you're ready. You don't know if it's worth it. First of all, I want to start with the worth it part. It's worth it, honey. It's worth it. Dubai, it's worth it. So whatever money that you're trying to budget to go, put the money together and go, because baby girl, you will not regret any penny that you spend when you go there. So a lot of people may be asking, who gives you the authority? What makes you think that you can tell us how to budget? Let me tell you guys something. I've gone to Dubai a lot of times. I've gone to Dubai as a pauper and I've gone to Dubai as a baller. So I'm going to tell you guys, I've lived in Dubai, I've worked in Dubai, I've suffered in Dubai, I've enjoyed in Dubai, I've turned up in Dubai. And I want to tell you guys that Dubai is it. It just depends on how you go, why you go, and you know, with whom you're trying to go with. So let's go straight into the video. So if you want to go to Dubai, I'm going to start by saying that you may just want to find a friend or an enemy to travel with, because if you travel with a friend or enemy, you guys are going to share the cost, and once the cost is shared, it's very less expensive. So the time of the month where you pick to go to Dubai is very, very important, because Dubai is in a desert and it's very, very hot. So in my opinion, if I have to recommend, I would recommend October, November, December, because at this point in Dubai you have like what they call winter, which is not really winter, but then the weather is really, really chill. So that is my opinion if you want to go to Dubai. But then if you want to go to Dubai because you want to take the sun, a tan, if you want a vacation, you want to go on the beach and all of that, any other time of the month, it's all right for you. So now another factor when you want to choose the time for Dubai is probably the flight time. So now the holidays always have very expensive flights. So this is like December and probably the summer. So you don't want to choose this period because the flights there are very expensive. But if you must go there for a vacation or something that you cannot avoid, you can go ahead. Already picked your time in, say, January. You have to know that January is very dry, and you know, the flights are not very expensive. So if you want to go on a budget, you may want to choose January. Don't worry, any time of the year you go to Dubai, you're always going to find fun stuff to do, because there's a lot of exotic and touristic and amazing stuff that you can do in Dubai at any time of the year. So when you choose the exact time where you want to do this trip, now you go ahead and do your passport. I'm in Cameroon. Making a passport in Cameroon right now is one of the easiest things to do, because it takes only 2 days, so that's not going to be much of a problem. But doing a passport is going to cost you 110,000 francs CFA, and other probably 10,000 for the little documents that you have to compile to make this passport. So now when you're done with your passport, you're ready to book a visa. Dubai is very great because their visas are actually bought. You don't have to go through any embassy. Before, like 4 years ago or 3 years ago, Dubai visas actually cost about 75,000 CFA, but now I think that these visas cost about 160,000 CFA, which is about $300. So that's what you need as a Cameroonian to go to Dubai right now to pay for your visa. I don't know, you have to pay that, and it takes about 4 to 5 working days, sometimes even more, for your visa to be out. So that's what you need. Once your visa is out, now you can book your flight. Now usually they will not deny you a visa, but then you want to just wait for your visa to be out before you actually book your flight. That's very important, because you need that visa, and the visa usually goes for a month. And yeah, that is the cost. I don't know what happened that it changed. I think it's after the COVID. Before COVID, it was about 75,000 francs. And after the COVID, I feel like I think they were actually asking for insurance. So in case you get to Dubai and you get sick, that's what actually made the visa fee go higher, and it has never gone down since then. So that's one thing you have to budget for. Now, when you make a passport, you want to choose the airline that you want to travel with. And I want to tell you, if you're in Cameroon, I want to tell you, if you want to travel on a budget, you may want to book a flight from Douala. If you do not have a problem with money, you can book from Yaoundé, because the change from Yaoundé to Douala is going to save you 100,000 francs or plus. I want to tell you guys, okay, Kenya Airways, Rwanda, they usually take off from Douala. I don't think they take off from Yaoundé anymore. From Yaoundé, you can get Turkish Airlines, you can get Ethiopia, you can get Brussels, you can get Air France, you can get any airline you want. But then taking off from Yaoundé is generally more expensive, so you want to explore the option of taking off from Douala. Now, when you choose to take off from Douala, that's gonna save you the money. So now you can have about, say, 100,000 francs or plus saved. Now, the time where you book your flight, proportion to your date of flight, is very important. So if you had to travel, say, on the 1st of January, you may want to book your flight on the 1st of December. I know that the time frame is very long, but it's very important. If you book your flight, say, a month to the flight date, you are going to discover that you're going to save a lot of money, because if you book your flight, say, 2 weeks to the flight time, you're going to pay a very expensive flight. So I want to tell you guys something about a flight. You enter a plane, there's some people in the same airplane who paid 390,000 francs for a flight of 400,000, and some people paid 550,000 francs for the same flight, and they are in the economy class. So it doesn't matter exactly where you sit, is the time where you pay. If you pay well ahead of time, you're going to get a cheap ticket. So if you want to go to Dubai on a budget, you may want to book your flight a month before your flight date. So that's another thing that you have to pay attention to. So I have traveled to Dubai a couple of times, and I want to tell you guys that it's only one time that I paid a flight for over $1,000, say, which is about 600,000. It's only one time. The rest of my flights have always been between 470,000 to 480,000, and there was a time that I even paid 390,000 with the Kenya Airways. So another thing that a lot of people just forget is taking their vaccine. Do not forget to take your yellow fever vaccine. It's very, very important. Take your vaccine, and then you have your yellow card with you, because if you do not do that and you go to the airport, those people at the airport are going to make your life a living hell. You will not believe the things that they will say to you if you do not have this vaccine card. So now that you have your passport ready and you have your flight date ready, and probably you've booked your flight the month before time, you will just want to find out where you want to stay. So it depends. If you're going for a vacation or you're going for business, that would determine the location where you're going to stay. So go to www.booking.com, and you are going to check in the hotel that you want. The area where you book your hotel is very, very important when you're traveling. And usually I would recommend that if you want to go to Dubai, if you have a friend, you can probably book a hotel with her, so that you guys can, minimize cost, because two people taking a room is still going to be the same cost as one person taking a room. And if you don't have a lot of money, try not to book a hotel that has breakfast, because usually the breakfast is included in your expenditure or your total bill. So try as much as possible to book a hotel that is breakfast free. So I would recommend hotels in Dubai and Dera, because they are very, very inexpensive. But then if you want to go like to Jumeirah and probably Marina or downtown Dubai, you may have like much more expensive hotels there. So if you want to be on a budget, stay around Sharjah or Dubai or Dera. But if you have a lot of money, you can climb up downtown, or you can go up to Jumeirah or Marina. So I always recommend that if you want to be on a budget, try as much as possible to travel with someone. I know that this sounds very ridiculous, but hotels in Dubai actually range from, say, 12,000 CFA right up to 200 and 300 and even a million CFA. But then I want to tell you something. Even if you book a hotel for 20,000 CFA or $40 or 25,000, you're still going to get a good hotel. Trust me, you're still going to get a very comfortable hotel that is a standard hotel. So even if but I would recommend a hotel for, say, 30,000 CFA or 40,000 CFA, two people share. So if you share, it comes down to, say, 15,000 per person or 20,000 per person. That is my recommendation for you to get a comfortable, cozy hotel that is picture perfect. Don't worry, everywhere in Dubai is lit. Even the cheap hotels are lit. There's a lot of things in Dubai that you don't need money to do. You can go to the safari. You can actually just drive to the safari, and nobody's gonna ask you to do anything. That probably the activities at the safari is gonna warrant some money, but it's nothing that you cannot budget for. It's probably 50 dirhams to 100 dirhams maximum, which is like, say, 17,000 francs or 10,000 francs or 8,000 francs. But then you may want to book, if you book a whole session, or if you book a company who's gonna like a tour guide, you're gonna have much more fun because you get to meet a lot of people, and then you're gonna have like a good experience. But it's not very expensive. If you don't have any money, you can just walk into the mall and go like to the other stuff and see like the fountain. You don't need to pay any money to do that, and it's very fun going to the Dubai mall because I think that that's the biggest mall in the world. So you don't need money to do that. There's a lot of stuff that you don't need money to do. You can go to the frame, you can look around it, but then if you want to get into it, there's a lot of things that I'm going to tell you guys. So now this video was just to tell you guys, before you get to Dubai, the things that you need and how much you may want to budget and or whatnot. But now if you want me to talk about the stuff that you may want to do in Dubai on a budget, you guys let me know in the comment section, and I'm going to come up with that video as soon as possible. So I hope that this video helps you guys. It helps somebody that wants to go to Dubai. It helps you know where to start. It helps you know what to do in the first place. And if you have any question, please ask me and I'll be glad to answer. Thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in my next video.